All right, everybody, welcome to the Halos and Infield pregame show with James on this September 9th, if you can believe it. Pleasant Saturday to you wherever you may be. It's a hot one out there, and I wonder how many people show up Big A for the fireworks after. Also, across the street, you have the Gwen Stefani concert going on at the Honda Center. That should be an interesting evening over there. But let's talk about the Cleveland Guardians taking on your Angels at the Big A tonight, coming up at 6 p.m. Third game of the four-game series on tonight. And if you're looking for tickets, go to 714 Tickets. Again, I mentioned Gwen Stefani. You can get last-second tickets for that, among other things going on at Honda Center. So, Peso Pluma. Of course, the Angels across the street, the Ducks, when they start coming up again, Kings, NFL football, college football, NBA. 714 Tickets has it all for concerts and all that. And please put in that code HITI for 10% off in the code at the checkout. Go to 714 for the number 714-842-5387. You need to talk to one of their friendly and helpful folks over there. Very good people. No hidden fees or checkout or surprises at checkout, so that's why I work with them. Definitely gonna buy with them. If I do go to a couple more Angel games this year, I think I'm slated to go to the 30th and maybe the 15th. Maybe that's the only Angel games I'll go to that's left. I don't know if Otani's going to play the rest of the year. I don't think he will. So that's a story by itself. Don't forget Noble Ale Works as well. Noble Ale Works, where you can go have a good time before the games, before the events. They were doing something today for Gwen Stefani's concert. They opened the doors about 1 o'clock today. And they got the smash burgers going on, special offers on $25 cases. And then on Sunday, they'll have the Gordo Hibachi, Japanese cuisine coming on in, and also, of course, NFL football there at Noble Ale Works. Saturday pre-party, though, again, it was 1 o'clock. I think it's still going on there. The Saturday Platter Day is going on there at Noble Ale Works, slicing and pouring that at 1 p.m. So enjoy that at the Noble Ale Works. They have the Bone Shack barbecue going. That's something to look forward to. Get your eats before you go to the events tonight, and then make sure you get one of these at the bar. Buy one, get one free pint special. Right there. Make sure you get one of those. From the friendly bartenders, and come back after the game or after the event. You'll have a little special there waiting for you. That's really good stuff right there. For Noble Ale Works at 714 Tickets. Also watch the Todd Fox post-game show after every Angels game, Mother from Sundays. Also check out the new Halos in the Infield flagship podcast, recapping every series whenever we can all get together for that. Last night, of course, you'll find all the podcasts, of course, on any of the podcast mediums. And check us out on all the Halos in the Infield social media platforms, X, Facebook, Instagram, and, of course, here on YouTube. The Angels did lose last night. One of those games you feel like they were in, but not really. At least they broke the losing streak yesterday, right? Anyway, Cleveland won 6-3 yesterday. They're going to try to win the series or get ahead of this series 2-1. Tomorrow, of course, will be the fourth and final game of the series and then of the season with Cleveland and the Angels this 2023 season. Let's see. So the standings for both Cleveland's 68 and 74 now. They're really out of the wild card. They're 7 games out of first place from Minnesota there. And then for the wild card, they should be around the same Last time I knew. Oh yeah, they're 11 out of the wild card. Pretty much the same position as the Angels. As the Angels find themselves 14 out of the wild card, and in the division, 15 games out. It's just no chance at all, right? Right. As the car goes by. Let's get to some news and transactions that have transpired today, and there is again so much that comes up, and I'm kind of numb to it all now, to be honest with you. Any news that comes out, whatever the case is, I'm like, okay, that's gonna happen. What else is gonna happen next? I'm ready for it. So Luis Rengifo, remember, he was on the IL, or he's going to the IL with a bicep tendon rupture. His season will be over. He was on the on-deck circle on Thursday evening. I think it was for the first at-bat in the first inning. He was just warming up his arms, getting them loose on the on-deck circle, and then boom, he felt something. That's an Angel thing to happen, that's for sure. So with that, the Angels recalled Gerardo Reyes. They just sent him down. Now they're bringing him back up from Salt Lake City. It is Jimmy Herget's birthday. Yay. I also like the question of the day today with Reed Detmers and the report card. For me, I feel like he definitely didn't get better. I feel like he got just a tad worse than last year. He had some strides last year, but then it just wasn't working for him this year. There was one or two starts where this year it looked like he was looking really good, but the rest of the starts, either he couldn't get run support or the walks were there. One of those things were going on, but nothing really good. So that's my opinion on that. Let's see. What else is going on? Nope, I think that's it for once. All right, let's get to the starting pitchers for tonight. Yes, the starting pitchers for tonight. Let's get this. Lucas Giolito, remember him? Along with Ronaldo Reyes, Lopez, Ronaldo Lopez. Both are now on the Guardians. Remember, they were on the Angels just a week ago. Or 2 weeks ago. But that's just weird how they keep going to places together. Remember, they were traded from Washington to Chicago, and then from the White Sox to the Angels, and now they're both on Cleveland. That's just weird how it goes. But Giolito, remember him as an Angel? He had 6 or 7 bad starts. Really awful. 29 years of age. He was drafted in the first round, 16th overall by the Nationals in 2012. This year, he's 7-12 record, 29th start, ERA at 4.88, 156 and 2 third innings pitched, 168 strikeouts, and the WHIP 1.31, which is pretty high. So he gets strikeouts, but he gives up the walks, and especially the long fly balls that go over the fence. He's got the fastball 93, 84 on the slider, 81 on the changeup, and 78 on the curveball. For his other stats, let's get this going. Again, his first start with Cleveland, he got the loss last week. Went 3 innings and 7 hits, 9 earned runs, 3 home runs, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. He's just bad this year. And the fact that the Angels traded for him and Lopez and had to trade their 2 and 3rd prospects away, that doesn't feel good at all. Let's see. The Angels, his stats with the Angels this year, 6 starts, and he was 1-5. Every bad move has been made. Every move that could be good turned out bad, basically. It's really fucked up. Anyway, Giolito, his pitches, looked at his pitches there. Told you about the game log. Yeah, they last had. Let's go to the other starter of today's game. And if you like runs given up, you like this matchup between Giolito and Anderson. You really will. Tyler, of course, this year, 5-6, 26th appearance, 25th start overall, the 5.55 ERA. At least he's consistent with those three numbers. 28 innings pitched, 108 strikeouts, a whip of 1.53, really bad. That means you're giving up the walks. That means you're giving up the hits. That means you're having bad innings, and you're getting out of the game early. That's what that means for Tyler Anderson. 90 on the fastball, 80 on the changeup, 85 on the cutter, and no chance to trade him. And even if you did try to waive him, I don't think anybody would take him in that contract of 2 more years, just to be honest with you. Let's see. His other stats, this year. Oh, it will be his 24th game start, 26 appearance overall, Let's see. 138 hits given up, 84 runs, 79 were earned. 17 home runs given up, 58 walks, and 108 strikeouts. Eek. Last start, let's get to that. He faced the Oakland Athletics on the third up in Oakland. Got a no decision. He did go 5 1/3 innings, 3 hits, and 3 runs given up, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, including 1 home run given up. So that's the stats on Tyler Anderson. He did face the Guardians in Cleveland earlier this year on May 12th, and he got a no decision there. He went 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, no home runs given up, 3 walks, and 1 strikeout. So that's the stats on Tyler Anderson going against Cleveland this year. So let's get to the starting lineups, shall we? Before we get to the scores, the schedule coming up, and then we'll get out of here. So leading off for the Cleveland Guardians will be Steven Kwan. He's in left field. Batting second will be Jose Ramirez, the designated hitter. So he's getting that out from the field. Batting third will be Josh Naylor, and he was the player of the game yesterday, definitely. He's the first baseman. Batting fourth is Ramon Laureano, the right fielder. Of course, you know him from Oakland. Tyler Freeman will be the third baseman tonight for the Guardians. Batting fifth. Batting sixth will be Andres Jimenez, and he plays second. And then batting seventh will be Gabriel Arias. He is the Arias. He will be the shortstop. Batting eighth, the former Astro, it will be Miles Straw in center field. And then batting ninth will be Cam Gallagher, their catcher. So that's the Cleveland lineup for your Angels. Leading off tonight will be Ronald Grichuk, the left fielder. Batting second will be Brandon Drury. Batting third will be Mike Moustakas. Batting fourth will be Logan O'Hoppe. Batting fifth will be Matt Thaiss. It's weird to see him DH, I don't know. Batting sixth will be Arado Escobar. Batting sixth, Arado Escobar. Batting seventh will be Trey Cabbage in right field. Escobar at third, by the way. Batting eighth will be Kyron Paris. And then batting ninth will be Brett Phillips out in center field, just like the year started this year. Some things to look at, definitely for Giolito against these Angels here. Drury's hitting 308, Escobar 214, Moustakas 188, Phillips 0 for 3, Thaiss 0 for 5, and Wallach, if we'll see him, 0 for 1. The Guardian batters against Anderson, Arias is 0 for 3. Cole Calhoun, maybe you'll see later, is 0 for 6. Gallagher 167. Jimenez, who you might see tomorrow, hitting 667. Kwan hitting 0 for 2. Lariano 250. Naylor 0 for 2, as well as Ramirez is 1 for 2, 500 batting average, and then Straw is hitting 250 against Anderson. So that's the stats on 2 pitchers and the lineups here. Let's get you to some scores, and there's a lot today that went on, and it goes with the playoff races, including the Rays getting a big walk-off home run by Yandy Diaz to win it in extras 7-5. 10 innings right there. Excuse me, it was the 9th inning. So, yeah, it wasn't extras. 9th inning. It's funny how the Mariners, they really never found their closer, and they keep trading away the ones they have. And it's costed them games somewhat. But cost today, that's for sure. Yandy Diaz again gets the walk-off home run, the 2-run shot. The win goes to Pache for Tampa. Saucedo gets the loss for the Mariners. Susu Studio. The Jays defeat the Royals 5-1 to keep pace in that wild card race. Gossman got the win. Greinke got his 15th loss. He's 1-15 this year. Is Zach Greinke? If you can believe that. The Diamondbacks defeat the Cubs in 10 innings at Wrigley earlier today. The win goes to Ginkel. The loss goes to Valencia. And Sewald, the former closer of Seattle, gets the save with Arizona. The Mets lose to the Twins of Minnesota. Twins win 8-4. Mahita gets the win, and Peterson gets the loss for New York. The Yankees at Yankee Stadium, you saw a big flood and just a downpour. There was a big rain delay in that game earlier today, but they got it in. The Brewers did win 9-2 over New York. Payamps gets the win for Milwaukee, and then Losaiga gets the loss for New York, the Yankees. All right, any score? Yeah, scores coming up now that are underway, I should say. The Dodgers and Nationals from Washington, and they're no score underway in the top of the first. And it's just been a horrible situation there with Steven Strasburg and how money's in the way, retirement. They were going to have a big send-off for him, and the Nationals didn't want to pay him, basically. And even with his family that came in from San Diego, basically told him, we're not going to give you anything if you're going to claim to retire, or we hope that you come back to spring training next season. There's so many bad ownerships, it seems like, in the MLB. You know, of course, the Angels are one. The White Sox can be another, just based on decisions. Because ever since Ted Lerner died from the Washington Nationals, it just seems like that situation has been really, really bad there in Washington. I mean, they traded away whomever they had that was valuable. They do have some young nucleus pieces there and more to come. But it just seems like they've handled the Strasburg thing all wrong. I'll be honest with you. All right, some other scores going on. The Orioles are leading the Red Sox in Boston 12-8 in the bottom of the 7th. And that game was affected by rain. Big storm going on the eastern seaboard there. Bottom of the 5th in Philadelphia, the Phillies lead the Marlins 5-4. That's a big game there. The Tigers lead the White Sox 3-0 in Detroit. That's the top of the 8th inning there. The Cardinals lead the Reds in Cincinnati 4-3 in the bottom of the 4th. The Reds are trying to stay in it, but they're falling. Speaking of falling, the Rangers and A's are going on in Texas. No score there in the bottom of the 4th. And the Padres lead the Astros in Houston 4-1. That is, of course, in the top of the 4th. Padres won yesterday. That was the Apple TV game. The Pirates lead the Braves in Cobb County, Georgia, 3-1, bottom of the 3rd there. And then later on, the only game at 6 with the Angels will be Colorado and San Francisco. Anderson will get the start for Colorado, and then Logan Webb will get the start for the San Francisco Giants. Now, let's look at the schedule ahead for the Angels. Another one with the Guardians of Cleveland tomorrow at 1:05. I'm pretty sure everybody will be watching. Without Ohtani there, we'll be watching some football. I certainly will. Then the Angels go for 3 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in Seattle. Monday, Tuesday games are 6:40, and then it's a 1 o'clock game on 13 on Getaway Day in Seattle. Then there's a day off on Thursday. Then the Angels come right back home against the Detroit Tigers. That's the Trout Silver Slugger bobblehead giveaway Friday. Of course, you got fireworks on Saturday, and then the day game on Sunday. Then the Angels go on the road with next Monday off. Tampa Bay at Minnesota. Then they come back home to face Texas and Oakland, and then that's it for the season. That's all there is to it. That's it. So we got you all covered here. Let's look at some comments, why don't we? And let's see what people have had to say. It's so hot, so I'm really, really off my game lately. A reminder, watch the postgame show later with Todd Fox. All right, so Dan Rios, the Ohio Indians, is what I should call the baseball team. Dan Rios also mentions Rengifo on steroids. It's not a normal baseball injury. NFL, yes, but not MLB. Boy, if that comes out to be the case. Oh, man. Like, everybody will wonder, oh, that's why he was hitting so well. Because he was on that. R. Martinez saying, read Detmers is not progressing in this Angels organization and seems like he has the skills and talents to do so. Yeah, that's certainly true. Man, the progression last year, it seemed like it was on the way up. Same with Patrick Sandoval. The thing is, Detmers was drafted 10th overall in this draft. So he had to be the guy. He has to be the guy. And I feel like he's nowhere close. Simple as that. It's really bad. And you got the situation with Sandoval, who's supposed to be the same but lesser, right? Just really, really bad stuff. It's a problem if Silseth is better than those two. It's a real problem. You can definitely say that. Thank you, R. Martinez and Dan Rios, for the comments. R. Martinez saying Lucas Giolito is going to get licked like some Italian dessert by Angels batters. Who are we kidding? He's going to pitch a no-no. I love that. I love that, R. Martinez. I think I would quit everything Angels if he got a no-hitter tonight. At least until next year. I would. No way, R. Martinez. No way. Dan Real saying James Rengifo got yoked. I know you noticed. In a lesser state, I think I've noticed. I try not to look at, yeah. I mean, it's funny, though, because of the way he started with the season. He didn't hit so well. But now he's hitting better. And it would make sense if it did happen that he did use something. But I don't know, maybe just cramps or things like that happen. I don't know. We'll find out. That's really it. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. let everybody watch their college football. You got UCLA, San Diego State playing Texas and Alabama. That's a big game as well. I'll check out. Later on, Trojans will play the Cardinals Snafford. So that should be fun. And then NFL tomorrow. Then back to Monday Night Football. And then the rest of the Angels season this month. And October 1st. All right, we'll get out of here. Go Halos. Let's see what happens against Cleveland tonight. Giolito and Anderson, a terrible pitcher's performance. Terrible. Dan also mentioned, yeah, roids can do that. Yeah. It'd be another stain, though, on the freaking team. I don't need that. But if it has to come out, it has to come out. Simple as that. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Everybody take care. Go Halos. We'll see what happens. All right.